Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Small Talk. This is episode, I don't know, I haven't done this in months, and I just want to talk honestly because I feel like YouTube has always been my individual way of expressing myself to other people. I have always been terrible at talking to other people. If you know me IRL from not YouTube or being one of my close friends, I'm the most introverted person you'll ever meet. I am terrible at talking to others. I've always been that way. I don't I don't know. And this is just a way of just staring at a camera and just being honest. You say this is my diary, when or my personal space to just, you know, piss and moan about my problems in my life. And recently I have just not been the man I want to be. I have not been who I need to be in my own life. I I made a YouTube video about this before, about me not being able to take care of myself because I struggle a lot with just being able to look in the reflection and like me. I don't like me. I don't. That's just complete and total honesty here. And the only way and the only person who can change me and is ever going to change me is me. And I've been working a new job recently, and it's just been a lot of long overnight shifts, and I'm just fucking tired, man. I'm just fucking tired, you know? And I'm tired being the man I don't want to be. I'm tired of not talking about my own issues, and I don't want to have this come off as me pissing, bitching, and moaning, about where my life's so horrible, where my mom was a deadbeat, where my life sucks. It's not about that. It's just a way of me being able to express my own emotions, with this. And if someone relates to this, cool, awesome. And if someone doesn't relate to this, send me death threats, dislike the video, tell me it fucking sucks. I don't know, man. You do you. But I realized recently that it takes effort, it takes time and it takes effort to change. And I got back into the gym about a month ago, and then I lost my last job, and I just stopped working out, dude. I stopped doing the small things that made me feel better about me, made me be a better human being. And I don't want to be like this, man. I don't. You don't see this in the camera a lot, but I struggle a lot with my own self hatred and just anger. I'm an angry human being outside of this, and with my friends, I'm very closeted and very angry about my own life, my own decisions, my own purpose. And I was thinking about this before I started recording. The ice is always melting, and what I mean by that is when we graduate, high school, college, whatever it is, when we are young, we are a block of ice. And throughout our lives, we and the people around us shape it into be whatever sculpture we want it to be. And people throughout our lives will chip in and make or think and do whatever they want with that piece of ice. But it is our own individual freedom and liberty to become whatever we want to be. And throughout time, over the years, the ice melts regardless until it's gone. No matter what, we all die. It doesn't matter. Memento mori. And I got this as my first tattoo, man. Right here. This one on my right middle finger. Or right ring finger, I mean. And it's supposed to mean to me, to always be doing what I want to do with my own life and to stay on the path where I want to be. And I have not been on the path that I want to be. I have not been making art, making YouTube videos, making music, spending time with my friends and family, working out, going to church, praying, not reading my Bible. I have not been the man I need to be in my own life. I have not been present. I haven't been kind. I haven't been the peaceful man I need to be. And I've been becoming a lot more bitter and angry recently. And I don't know how to change that. Sorry. The old man texted me. And I don't know how to change that right now. And life is, close your eyes and just think about, it's the middle of the night and you have your eyes open. You're trying to see shit, you know? And you're walking through your house. Or you're just walking through a maze. Your eyes are open, but it's pitch black out. And you can't really see anything in front of you. And you're trying your best to get to where you think the exit is. Or whatever you want to do, you know? And that's life, I think. And, you know, God gives us, you know, when you walk with Him, a light. And I have not been walking with God recently. I have just been, I'll say it again, an angry, miserable human being. Oh, I forgot to bring this up. Sorry. I have been a very angry individual. I have not been a forgiving man. I've not been the voice of common reason. And I need to change. If not for myself, for the people I love and care about around me. It's hard looking in the mirror, knowing that you're fucking up, you're sinning, you're doing wrong. I don't know where this road's going to take me. Who knows? Maybe this podcast episode could get 1 million views. It could blow up. Who knows? I could get 0 views. I don't know. Maybe God will come down now within this very moment and give this video blowing up, and I can quit this job and I can tell them where they can suck it. And I can go do the things I want to do in my own life, which is this, you know? And I don't know. I have faith because this has always been the thing I wanted to do my entire life. I can't look back throughout my life and not think of one point where I didn't want to be a YouTuber. Not once. I've always wanted to do this job. You know, I've always had other jobs I've always wanted to do. Like, there's always been other influences. Like, I want to be a football player. I always wanted to go do some other things, you know. But this has always been the one thing. And this is my purpose. I think of this platform and I think of you can feel every single emotion. I can express myself in any way I want to by talking here. Or doing, saying, acting, in whatever way I feel like. And I haven't gone as far as I thought I would be. 166 subscribers at this very moment. And I don't say this to be like, well, why aren't you guys liking and subscribing? No, I get that. I know that I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not the most likable guy. I'm not the most charismatic. I'm not the most funny. But I thought I would be at a larger level at this point. I thought by now I've had this done, but I haven't put in the effort required to be where I want to be. And words and actions, words, actions are two entirely different things. I can say, I'm going to change, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then what is your action, And if you don't change your actions, you're not going anywhere, you know? Sometimes we need to get smacked in the face to change. Sometimes we need to lose things to be more grateful of things that we would then have. And, everyone looks at life as, or their individual things, as the glass half empty or half full. And the tattoo on my right pointer finger is to always be grateful, No matter what direction, no matter what happens, to always be grateful. Because I don't know the end of the road. You don't know yours. Nothing's guaranteed. And I just need to be more grateful, the things that I have, My car's almost paid off. My house, it ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. Shit. Anyone can tell that. But it's a whole hell of a lot better than being homeless. It's a whole hell of a lot better than being starving on the street in the middle of the winter, Just need to be more grateful and put the effort required into this, my music, my art, and express myself better and open up more. Like, this is like the most opened up I've been in like months about anything. And even then, this is like me like showing like the bare minimum, And I only feel like I'm able to express things that have happened or traumatic things have happened in my life to people that were there when it happened, I can only talk to my dad about the situations that we went through with my dad or my sisters or, my friends and family that were there, And, I just need to be more open. More of an open book. But, bringing those skeletons out of the closet. It's the fear of expressing my own emotions is harder than actually telling them. I don't want to talk to you guys about what I've seen and what I've done and what I've been through. Do you want to hear about it? In reality, no. You're probably listening to this, driving back from work or to work, at work. You probably just have this in the background while you're grind away on whatever random game. Who knows? I don't know. You could be listening to this or watching this at work or on your lunch break. I don't know. But there's also that sense of, do you really give a shit about what I've seen? Do you care about the guy who's sitting right next to you, probably while you're at lunch or at work, the shit that he's been through? Do you really give a shit? Do you really give a shit about the fat retard on the internet who's making poop jokes sometimes? Do you really give a shit? I doubt it. And I'm not angry or anything like that. I get it. That's just the reality of the world. I mean, no one really gives that much of a fuck about what I think. Unless I make you interested in my life and my experiences. Like, I could go on about the most evil human being I've ever met was my mom. She's still around, but she's dead to me. I still hold on to that trauma, I haven't gone to therapy. I need to go to therapy. I definitely need to talk to others about my own emotions because I'm just walking around it. I'm walking around like the Chernobyl nuclear disaster and just ignoring it. I'm ignoring my problems. I'm just being honest here. I am. And I don't expect you to care. I don't expect anyone to care, Even the people that love and care about me the most, they could tell me to eat a dick and I wouldn't be surprised. It's not the first time and it wouldn't be the last, you know? I'm not going to cry on the camera. I'm not. I put on a social mask. I think we all do. I think everyone here puts on a mask. Because if we were all really the unfiltered human being that we are, or took off that mask and, you know, we wouldn't have a job. I guarantee you that. You know, if I start speaking about Israel, you know, I wouldn't be on this platform for that long, you know. But the only way you get through things is by going through them, not walking around them. I've been going through it. You just go around it. It's really not that different if you think about it. I always say that would change, but something ain't the same. Everything is different. I can't complain. Don't know what you're missing. Shame on you. Shame on you. The clock does not slow down. The ice will never will never stop melting, no matter what. And the only person who can make me be the man I want to be is me. No one's ever going to put me at gunpoint and say, listen here, buddy, you're going to make YouTube videos. You're going to edit your YouTube videos. You're going to work out. You're going to go to church, you know. The only person who can do that is me. No one's going to tell me that. No one can actually push me, you know, towards those things. It's like, Gary, you are going to finish your dessert and you are going to like it. It's not that. It's just not that. And I bet you're fucking up in some way, you know, that you're probably know exactly where you're fucking up. And you may or may not be facing it. You might be numbing yourself with this video, with food, with porn, fucking drugs, whatever, you know. And we aren't taught young to go through our emotions or express these things, you know. No one really did, or at least in my life, you know. But for our generations or our children to be better, we need to go through our problems. We need to go through our traumas, our problems, our issues, everything we've been through for them to be better. Because hurt people hurt more people. Simple as that. How many people, if you really think about the root issue, not the tree, but the roots of the tree and how it happened, where it comes from. And the only way you're ever going to really fully get rid of a tree is by going through the entire roots and digging it all out. And then building afterwards. You know? And that's just a metaphor, you know? I don't want to be the man I am today. I want to be more. I always want to be more. I always have thought of myself doing so much, and when I look at where I am today, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm disappointed in myself and I'm angry at myself, you know, for not being a multi-millionaire by now, by not having millions of subscribers, this channel being bigger, you know. But the only person who's going to get it to that level is by making enough entertaining YouTube videos to entertain you, to keep you watching forever. Because that's YouTube, that's this algorithm, that's all this is. This is just a big old cash grab. All of these channels on this platform are just crash grabs, yes. They're all just cash grabs, you know. And if I want to be where I want to be, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I gotta make the sacrifices to be where I want to be. And YouTube wants you to sell your soul. Israel wants you to sell your soul. They want you to bend your knee so you can get this paycheck. I have to sacrifice a part of my goals as a man to be where I want to be, you know? Like, I fucking hate social media. I completely and totally hate social media. Yet I use it all the time. When I get done with this YouTube video, or you do, or I will, you know, get through this, I'll probably watch a YouTube video, then get to editing or do whatever, you know? And I do hate this platform. I hate short form content. I hate all this shit, but I'm a hypocrite. You know, you can look at this channel. I have shorts. I have all this shit. I'm not saying they're good, but I do. I don't like alcohol. I don't like weed. I don't like Perk 30, the fent, you know. I just want people to go through their issues, their problems, and then be able to move forward. And you know, in reality, or after this video, you know, are you gonna go talk to a therapist? Are you really gonna? Come on, am I really gonna get my shit together? I hope so, but hopes and actions, and you know, words and actions, you know, same thing as I said before. You know, words don't mean fucking shit. None of this means anything if I don't put into action to after this recording, go and do the action. Go work out, go to church, or do whatever religious thing you want to do. Be the man you want to be. Quit whatever addiction you have, you know? And promises are empty. It doesn't matter. Actions matter. And I'll leave it off on that. I'm a nervous wreck. I always am. But hopefully I didn't come off as like, wah, my life sucks. Woe was me, my pussy hurts. Wah, my life sucks. Wah, my mom was a deadbeat whore. Wah, my fucking life is terrible. Hopefully I didn't come off that way, but who knows? I probably did. But regardless, thank you for watching. Hopefully this gets enough views where one day I can make a paycheck. I doubt it, but who knows? Maybe the actions of this, you know, people will watch this for long enough and be like, holy shit, this guy was somewhat entertaining. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking like, comment, and subscribe. You know? Thank you for watching. I love you all. Have a beautiful day.